Hey everybody, welcome to another deep dive with us. Today we're tackling some really fascinating ancient Indian philosophy.
Really just incredible stuff.
Yeah, and specifically we are diving deep into the Katho Upanishad.
Yes.
One of the Vedic scriptures, Sanskrit texts.
That's right.
And we're going to be focusing on an English translation of the first part of the first canto.
Okay.
So if you're ready for some seriously big questions about life and death and the nature of existence, then buckle up and let's get going.
All right, so the Katho Upanishad, it doesn't just throw these big questions at you directly.
Okay.
It uses a story.
Ah, I love a good story.
A really powerful narrative to kind of guide us towards a deeper understanding.
Okay, I'm all ears. Lay it on me.
So the story revolves around a young boy named Nasiketa and his encounter with Yama, the god of death.
Okay.
But it all starts with Nasiketa's father,
Vajrashravasa.
He's performing this ritual where he gives away all of his possessions.
Okay.
Now, this isn't just about getting rid of stuff. It's about something much more profound.
Okay.
A concept called spiritual detachment.
Spiritual detachment. So like letting go of material things to pursue something greater? Is that kind of the idea?
Precisely. It's about seeking a higher purpose, moving beyond that desire for worldly possessions.
Okay.
I get it. So Nasiketa, he's a pretty perceptive kid.
Yeah.
He sees his dad giving everything away, and he starts to wonder, wait a minute, what about me?
Right, like where do I fit into all of this?
And he asks his dad.
Okay.
And not just once, but 3 times.
3 times. Okay, it's persistent.
To whom will you offer me?
To whom will you offer me?
Now, here's where things take a dramatic turn.
Ooh.
The father, in a moment of anger, blurts out,
Yeah.
"To death I offer you.
Whoa. Okay, hold on. Rewind that. To death I offer you.
To death I offer you."
I mean, can you imagine being in Nasiketa's shoes?
Yeah.
What would you do? I mean, come on, that's a pretty intense situation.
All right. It's a truly pivotal moment in the story.
Yeah.
But Nasiketa, young as he is, displays this incredible composure.
He doesn't run away.
Right.
He doesn't get angry.
Huh.
He accepts his fate.
He just accepts it.
He accepts it. But here's the really fascinating part.
Okay.
He sees it as an opportunity.
Oh, okay.
He's basically like, okay, if I'm going to death, I'm going to learn something from it.
Right.
He decides to seek knowledge from Yama himself.
Wow. So he's taking this like really bad situation and turning it into a learning experience.
Exactly. He's proactive.
I love it. Okay, so off he goes to Yama's abode to have a little chat with death.
But what happens next is quite intriguing.
Okay.
When Nasiketa arrives, Yama is away
Oh.
for 3 days.
3 days. Oh, no.
Now, this delay isn't just a random plot device.
Okay.
It's full of symbolic meaning.
Okay. I like it when stories have those layers.
Yeah, it represents the challenges and the obstacles on the path to spiritual enlightenment.
Okay.
True knowledge, it isn't something you just stumble upon.
Right.
There's a journey involved,
Yeah.
often with delays and detours.
So even in the afterlife, there's like a waiting period. You could think about it like a waiting period,
I like it.
more like a period of preparation,
Okay.
right? It underscores this idea that the journey to true knowledge, to spiritual growth,
Yeah,
it's rarely easy or straightforward.
right. It takes work.
Requires patience and perseverance.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
All right, so Yama finally returns.
Okay.
Probably feels a bit bad about leaving this young guest waiting.
Yeah, 3 days is a long time.
He offers Nasiketa 3 boons,
Ooh, 3 boons.
like a cosmic apology.
Yeah, like a sorry for the inconvenience kind of thing.
What do you want? Anything in the universe.
Wow. Okay. And so Nasiketa, being the wise young man that he is,
Yeah.
he doesn't waste this opportunity.
No, he doesn't.
He uses his first boon to ask for something deeply selfless,
Yeah.
his father's peace of mind.
Ah.
He wants his dad to be free from worry and anger,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially that anger that was directed at him.
Right.
I mean, what a powerful statement.
It shows his maturity,
Yeah.
his compassion. It highlights the importance of fulfilling those earthly obligations, especially those towards our family, before embarking on a spiritual journey.
Yeah. You got to take care of those relationships.
Absolutely.
Okay. So boon number 1,
Yeah.
all about family.
Family first.
What about boon number 2?
This is where it gets really interesting.
Yeah, this is where I'm really curious. Lay it on me.
All right. So Nasiketa's true desire for knowledge, it shines through in this second boon.
Oh, okay.
He asks Yama about the fire that leads to heaven.
Ooh, the fire that leads to heaven.
He wants to understand the path to immortality.
Okay.
But this fire isn't just like a physical flame.
Right, right. I figured there was some deeper meaning there.
It's a symbol, it's a metaphor for something much deeper.
So what does this fire actually represent then?
It represents spiritual knowledge.
Okay.
The fire of wisdom that burns away ignorance.
I like that.
Imagine it as this source of enlightenment that leads you to a higher state of being. It's not about living forever in a physical sense,
Right.
but about accessing a timeless, eternal aspect of ourselves.
Oh, wow. So death itself is revealing the secrets of heaven.
That's a pretty dramatic image.
That is dramatic. I love it.
Yeah. And what makes it even more fascinating
Yeah.
is that Yama grants Natsukita's request.
He does.
He provides him with the details
Okay.
of this special fire, the specific rituals and knowledge associated with it.
So basically he gets a roadmap.
Kinda, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so now Natsukita's got family peace of mind.
Right.
A roadmap to heaven.
Uh-huh.
What could be better than that?
Well, before we get to the third boon,
Oh, there's more.
there's a little twist.
Okay.
Yama, thoroughly impressed by Natsukita's sincerity and insightful questions,
Yeah, this kid's on a roll.
offers him a fourth boon,
A bonus boon.
a bonus boon.
This kid's killing it.
He promises that this fire, the one leading to heaven, will forever be known as the Natsukita fire. So Natsukita's name will be forever associated with this profound knowledge.
Okay.
And to top it off,
Should top it off?
Yama gives him a multiform necklace.
A multiform necklace? What is that all about?
So it symbolizes the interconnectedness of knowledge and karma.
Okay.
The idea that our actions and the wisdom we acquire,
Yeah.
they're intricately woven together.
Okay.
The necklace, with its many forms, represents the multifaceted nature of both knowledge
Yeah.
and the consequences of our actions.
Okay.
So even though Natsukita's journey to the afterlife
Yeah.
started with a bit of a shock,
Right.
he's already making a name for himself
He's a rock star.
in the cosmic scheme of things,
Yeah.
achieving a kind of immortality
Through knowledge.
through knowledge and legacy.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome.
I mean, not a bad outcome considering how this whole thing started, right? Okay, so we got boons 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
bonus boon.
Bonus boon.
What about the third one? This has got to be the big one, right?
This is the heart of the Katho Upanishad.
Okay, I'm ready.
The question that drives Natsukita's third boon.
Hit me with it.
It's the question that has probably haunted humanity
Yeah.
for as long as we've been aware of our own existence.
Okay.
What happens after death?
The big question.
Does the self continue? Does a part of us live on?
Does it?
It's a question that even the gods ponder.
Wow.
It's a big one.
It is a big one.
So how does Yama react to this? Does he just have the answer?
Yes, spill the beans.
He doesn't jump for joy at the question.
Oh.
In fact, he tries to dissuade Natsukita,
Really?
emphasizing just how subtle and complex this knowledge is.
Okay.
He even points out that the gods themselves
Gods themselves.
grapple with this question.
Wow. Even death is humbled by the mysteries of existence.
It's not something easily grasped or explained.
So he doesn't give him a straight answer?
Well, he tries a different approach.
Okay.
He tempts Natsukita with every imaginable worldly pleasure, long life, unimaginable wealth, power beyond measure,
Oh.
the company of the most beautiful beings.
All right. He's pulling out all the stops.
He's essentially saying, look, kid, I can give you anything your heart desires.
Yeah.
Just drop this whole death question.
Wow. So even death knows how tempting those things can be.
Exactly.
Like he's pulling out the ultimate distraction playbook.
It's like cosmic bribery.
Exactly.
These temptations,
Yeah.
they represent the attachments that can hold us back from realizing our true nature.
Right.
They're the distractions that prevent us from seeing that bigger picture.
Right.
But here's the amazing part.
What's that?
Natsukita sees through it all.
He doesn't give in.
He firmly rejects these temptations,
Get out of here.
demonstrating this unwavering focus on uncovering the deeper truth.
Okay.
His responses are poetic and thought-provoking.
Yeah.
For instance, he says about these worldly pleasures, ephemeral are these, and they waste away the vigor of all the organs.
Wow.
He understands that true fulfillment
Yeah.
can't be found in fleeting pleasures.
This kid's amazing.
He wants the real deal.
Yeah.
The knowledge that transcends the material world.
Natsukita isn't falling for any distractions. He's laser focused on getting to the heart of the matter.
That's a great way to put it.
What a remarkable young man.
Indeed, and that's where we'll leave it for now.
Okay.
With Natsukita standing firm in his quest for understanding
Yeah.
even in the face of death itself.
Wow.
This sets the stage for Yama's teachings,
Okay.
which we'll explore in the next part of our deep dive.
I can't wait.
It's going to be good.
I'm ready for more.
Me too.
I mean, Nasaketa's determination is really something else.
It really is.
You know, he's face to face with death,
Right.
being offered riches, a long life, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's just like, nope, not interested. Give me the truth about the self.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, for sure. And it creates like this perfect opening for all the teachings that follow.
It does.
So after Nasaketa turns down all those tempting offers, Yama finally gives him what he's been seeking. That deep dive into the nature of the self.
Yeah.
So, I mean, did Yama break out a whiteboard or something?
And not quite a whiteboard.
Okay.
But he delivers this really profound discourse,
Okay.
guiding Nasaketa toward understanding.
Mm-hmm.
But, before diving into like all the details,
Yeah.
Yama emphasizes that this knowledge isn't easily understood.
Okay.
It's not like learning a simple fact.
Right.
He compares the self to a tiny seed,
Okay.
smaller than the smallest grain,
Wow.
hidden deep within the heart of every being.
So it's not something you can just perceive with your senses or figure out with logic alone.
Yeah, exactly. You need to go deeper.
Okay, so how does he actually describe this hidden seed, the self?
Well, Yama describes the self as the eternal, unchanging essence of our being.
Okay.
It's that source of consciousness, the light that illuminates our entire experience.
Okay.
He uses this really beautiful metaphor to illustrate this.
Well, a metaphor. I love those.
He talks about two birds.
Two birds. Okay.
Sitting on a tree.
All right. I'm picturing it. Two birds on a tree. Go on.
So one bird is totally absorbed in eating the fruit of the tree.
Okay.
Experiencing all the pleasures and pains.
Yeah.
The ups and downs that come with indulging in the world around it.
Okay. Makes sense.
The other bird just sits quietly observing.
Oh, okay.
Detached and serene.
All right. So one bird's like living it up. The other one's just chilling.
Exactly.
Got it. Okay.
So Yama is saying that when we identify with that first bird, the one indulging in the fruit,
Yeah.
when we identify solely with our body, our thoughts, our emotions,
Yeah.
that's when we experience suffering.
Oh, okay. I see.
True freedom, he suggests,
Yeah.
comes from realizing our connection to that second bird,
The observer.
the one that observed,
The one that's not attached to all the stuff.
right, that represents that eternal self,
Okay.
untouched by all the fluctuations of the material world.
So it's not about denying our experiences, but about kind of shifting our perspective, recognizing that we're more than just our thoughts and feelings.
That's a great way to put it.
It's like we're both birds at the same time.
We have the potential to be both.
But we got to tap into that observer bird.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right, so Yama's teachings emphasize that the self is this unchanging aspect of our being, unborn, undying, untouched by sorrow or fear.
Yeah, essentially saying our true nature is pure joy, peace, and awareness.
Wow, that's pretty powerful stuff.
It is.
So what impact does this have on Nasaketa?
Well, the Upanishad describes Nasaketa as being totally transformed by this knowledge.
Oh, wow.
He's no longer the same young boy
Right.
who first arrived at Yama's doorstep.
Yeah, like he's leveled up or something.
He's gone through this accelerated course in self-discovery.
I like it. So what happened to Nasaketa after all this? Did he go on to share these teachings with others?
That's a great question, and the Upanishad kind of leaves that part open to our imagination.
So it's like a choose-your-own-adventure ending.
You could say that.
It leaves us to contemplate how these teachings might have shaped his life.
Yeah, how we might integrate them into our own lives.
Exactly. All right, so Yama doesn't just leave Nasaketa with abstract concepts.
No, he doesn't.
He gives him some practical guidance as well.
Right, like how-to instructions for realizing the self.
Oh, okay, so like a step-by-step guide.
Well, not exactly step-by-step, but he emphasizes the importance of certain practices.
Okay, like what?
Like self-control meditation, seeking guidance from a wise teacher.
So it's not enough to just understand it intellectually. You have to actually put it into practice.
Exactly. Action discipline. A sincere desire to awaken to our true nature.
That makes sense.
It's a journey.
It is a journey.
And what's really amazing is that these teachings, even though they originated thousands of years ago, they still resonate so deeply with us today.
They really do. It's like we're all on this similar quest for understanding, trying to make sense of our existence.
Absolutely, regardless of the time or culture we live in.
It's like these ancient texts provide a framework,
Yeah.
a map for navigating all these big questions.
That's the power of these timeless teachings.
Yeah.
They speak to this universal human longing to understand ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. They offer guidance on how to live a more meaningful and fulfilling life.
Even amidst all the complexities and challenges of the world.
Okay, so we've explored the story of Nasiketa, his encounter with Yama, the nature of the self, the practices for realizing this truth.
It's a lot to take in.
It is a lot. So what stands out to you the most from this deep dive into the Katho Upanishad?
What strikes me the most is the way the Upanishad uses narrative to convey such profound philosophical ideas.
Yeah, it's not just a dry philosophical treatise.
No.
It's a captivating story filled with drama twists.
Yeah.
Profound insights.
Absolutely makes these ancient teachings accessible and engaging.
It does. Is there anything else we should touch on before we wrap up this part of our deep dive?
Yeah, it really is a masterful blend of storytelling and philosophy. You know, it's not just about what's being said, it's how it's being said.
It draws you in, makes you think, and leaves you with this sense of wonder.
And speaking of wonder, I think that's one of the key takeaways here.
Okay.
The Upanishad, it doesn't shy away from those big questions, you know,
Right.
the mysteries of existence.
Yeah.
It encourages us to embrace that sense of wonder, to keep seeking, to keep exploring.
It's like that idea that the unexamined life is not worth living.
Exactly.
You know, it's all about questioning, reflecting, delving deeper into the nature of reality.
Yeah.
But sometimes I have to admit, these ancient texts can feel a bit, well, ancient.
I hear you.
It's like, okay, this was written thousands of years ago.
Right.
How does it apply in my life today?
That's a valid point. It's all about bridging that gap between those timeless teachings and modern life.
Right.
It's about finding the connections.
Yeah.
The threads that kind of weave through time.
Okay.
Like, for instance, Yama's emphasis on self-control.
Okay.
It resonates with so much of what we talk about today. You know,
Uh-huh.
mindfulness, emotional regulation,
Yeah.
even the challenges of living in a world with constant distractions.
It's like ancient wisdom meets modern psychology.
Right. Right.
Yeah, we're all just trying to figure out how to live meaningful lives, to find a sense of peace amidst all the chaos.
Exactly. And the Katho Upanishad, it offers this framework for understanding ourselves, our place in the universe.
Right.
It reminds us that true happiness isn't about chasing external things, but about connecting with something deeper, something more essential within ourselves.
It's about recognizing that spark of awareness, that eternal self that Yama talks about.
Right.
Realizing that it's always there beneath the surface of our thoughts and emotions.
It's a beautiful idea.
It is. So we've talked about the story, the teachings, the relevance. What stuck with you the most from this deep dive?
What really resonated with me was Nasiketa's just unwavering determination.
Yeah, he's a pretty impressive kid.
He is. He's just a boy, but he's fearless in his pursuit of truth. You know, he doesn't back down even when he's faced with death himself.
He's got that unshakable seeker vibe.
He does. And I think that's something we can all learn from.
Yeah, we don't have to wait until we're old and wise to start seeking answers.
Exactly. We can start right now.
In this very moment.
By cultivating that same spirit of curiosity and courage.
Yeah. It's a reminder that that journey of self-discovery, it's available to everyone.
It is. It's not about age or status.
Right.
It's about that inner drive to understand.
To awaken to something more.
Yeah.
So as we wrap up this deep dive into the Katho Upanishad, what's the takeaway message for our listeners?
I think the Katho Upanishad leaves us with a powerful invitation.
Okay.
An invitation to embark on our own journey of self-discovery, to explore the depths of our own being.
Yeah.
And to connect with that eternal spark that resides within us all.
Beautiful. It's like that inner journey is mirrored in Nasiketa's journey to Yama's abode.
Yeah.
You know, we might encounter obstacles and distractions along the way. But the real destination is that inner awakening.
Right. And it's about understanding that that path to wisdom, it might not always be easy.
Right.
But the rewards are immeasurable.
They are. And to leave our listeners with one final thought.
Okay.
Something to ponder.
Yeah.
The Katho Upanishad focuses on Nasiketa's journey to death, seeking knowledge.
Yeah.
But what if we flip the script?
Ooh.
What if we imagine ourselves in Yama's position?
Okay.
What would we say to someone who came knocking at our door?
Yeah.
asking about the mysteries of life and death.
Ooh, that's a good one.
What wisdom would we share?
That's a profound question.
It is.
It challenges us to step into a different perspective.
Yeah.
To consider what truths we hold within ourselves.
Right, and maybe in that reflection we might discover something new.
Absolutely.
About our own understanding of life's big questions.
It's all about sparking curiosity, encouraging exploration, inviting each listener to embark on their own unique journey of discovery.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, hey, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the Katho Upanishad.
It's been a pleasure exploring these timeless teachings.
It has. Until next time, keep seeking, keep questioning.
Keep diving deep.
And we'll see you on the next deep dive.